Okay, let's start with question 29. Okay, before that, a gentle reminder of how much time you should be spending on booklet B. Those of you who have seen me in mock paper 1, you already know we always recommend 1 hour. How long? Your total is 1 hour 45 minutes, right? So 45 minutes is for MCQ and 1 hour for booklet B. All right. But we all know we should aim to finish even faster, maybe within 35 minutes, because actually the 10 minutes is for checking, which we will push to the end of the paper. So far, have you all been able to keep up with the time? Because on our website, the timer actually runs the clock, right? So you should be looking there. Okay. Okay. It's very difficult to tell what are the questions that will be coming out for your PSLE booklet B, right? But basically, it's everything. Okay. Okay. If you look at booklet A, it's easy for us to ask all the topics. Am I right? For you have 28 questions. For booklet B, you only have about 12 questions. So we only can use 12 topics. Okay. Most of the time, we only one question can only be fit into one topic or its subsidiary topics, which mean what I mean is you can have some kind of mixture of topics if it is relevant, right? We can bring in two topics together into one. Am I right? Like I can bring electricity into shadows maybe because I have light bulb, and if the torch is lighted, maybe the torch can just give us a shadow. Am I right? So I'm actually marrying two topics like shadows and electricity. I can. If I'm the Joker, I will do it, but I'm not the Joker, right? Okay. So you may say, hey, but Che, how to know what are the topics that they'll test us? You don't need to know because you are already prepared. Basically, you are prepared for booklet A, MCQ. You know how to answer all of them, but you wrote A, B, C, D, or wrote 1, 2, 3, 4 option, right? Here it's the same thing. You know the answer, but you just have to write it down. It's the same topic, same question, but you have to write it down instead of choosing option 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So for example, this question could be in MCQ, right? And then they may ask you, choose one of the answers from this. Who's getting what I'm saying? Am I right? So what is X? Can I make this a MCQ question? Can or cannot? Can. Yes. So this could have been an MCQ question, right? But we put it as a booklet B. Is it so difficult? No, right? You still know. It's just that you are not given any options. So this one you have to hit the bull's eye. You have to get the answer without helping words. No helping words. That's it. But the questions are still the same. Topics are still the same. Knowledge is still the same. Application is still the same. So I don't know why you guys are worrying about booklet B. Booklet A or booklet B, you should know your anther, stigma, pollen grain. You should know your petals. You should know what is pollination. You should know what's fertilization. Anyway, right? Yeah. Everybody's saying yeah, correct. So you should be knowing anyway. So do not worry that it's booklet B or this booklet B are always lose marks. Just think of it as the same. It's the same science questions that are requesting you to pick from your brain the correct answer without helping words, right? In English also you have closed passage with helping words and without helping words, right? In primary 1 to 4, you had a lot of helping words. In primary 5 and 6, they give you no helping words. Am I right? Right. You still manage to do it, right? Yeah. So that's the same way you should take the attitude towards this. Okay. So don't worry. First thing is drop the worries, and then you will be doing very well in booklet B. So state the function. Go ahead and use your confidence and just answer, and you know your answer already. So this one all, that's why I say you can go very fast. State the function. Huh? So you see, here even the Joker was here playing because it's not what is X, right? It's what is the function of X. This is Joker playing with me already. Actually, I got tricked because I was concentrating on talking to you guys. What's the function of X? You see, the question is different. So many of you were like pointing out, hey, sure, the question is not what is x. The question is what is a function of x? So maybe this is where you'll fall, right? Because a lot of you will write enter and go on. You thought, hey, I got my 1 mark, but this is wrong, right? How many of you do saying that? So this is the enter, but you don't have to write the word enter. Even if you didn't write the word enter, it's okay, but you need to write X produces and stores pollen grains. Okay, you didn't write the word enter. Can you see? We did this in mock 1 also, remember? Where we said, hey, you have to refer to the X. If they say what is X, you say X is blah, blah, blah. Then you say, what's the function of X? You say the function of X is blah, blah, blah. Of course, if you say X is enter and it stores and produces pollen grain, it's fine, right? You remember when they bring out this X, that's where the joker is there trying to trick you already. Okay, so you can not just put enter produces, you must say X. The word X must be in your answer. So what I'm trying to say is if you did this, okay, if you did this, okay, pay attention for just 15 seconds. If you did this, do you know that I can give you a wrong? I can say this answer is wrong. All of you must realize why first. Put yourself in the examiner's shoe. You are asking the student what is the function of X. Then you say, enter produces and stores the pollen grain. But I didn't ask you if it's enter or not. Okay, I'm asking you what's the function of X. Okay, if you say X is enter, then fine. Okay, so what am I pointing out to? Did you put the letter X in your answer or not? No. Okay. Sometimes you can be a bit clever. Do you know you can just change this word enter to it? And then you can ask me, is it correct? How about this? Somebody help me. Be the examiner and mark for me. Can or not? It produces and stores the pollen grains. It's depend on the marker whether they're very strict or not. Actually, it sounds like it's correct. In a comprehension question, it should be okay because anyway, the question is asking what's the function of part X. Then your it will refer to the part X. Okay? Right or not? It. That's what I'll take it as. But if you want to be a student who really doesn't want to give it a chance to get it wrong, then you'll be the smart student and you will not write it and you write X. Get the picture? Okay. So why you want to play with your marks? You want to play? You go ahead and play. Then you may not get the marks. You may get the marks. Okay. So please take note that we are looking for this. So this is the techniques that many of us are looking for. They're always asking, Sir, what is this technique of booklet B that the whole world is talking about? What is these keywords that we are always talking about? This is it. Okay, to be able to answer the question as the examiner wants. Just always imagine there's an examiner asking you in the, just like in the oral, right? You have one-to-one talking with the oral examiner. The oral examiner asks you something, you tell him something else. Then you are going on the wrong track. Then we penalize you. That's what it means. Yesterday we talked about this, right? I asked you, somebody asked me, how is my son doing in school? And I didn't answer to the point. I said, oh, he goes to school at 7 a.m. That's it. There we go. We lost the technique of answering straight to the point. Okay.